केलं गोल आहे. पण मग आता इथे लाईव्हच्या ह्याच्यावर दिसायला पाहिजे ना.
परत एकदा बॅक करून
सामने आली ना तसं हे घेते.
प्रिया वर जाऊन बघा क्लासरूम मोबाईल का फोन करा मला.
झालं. हे लेक्चर 2 चाललंय.
टायटल मध्ये फ्री आहे ना, आपण टायटल
ठीक. मग झालं ना, स्टार्ट करू. हे रेकॉर्डिंग केलंय स्टार्ट. ओके, थँक्यू. So hello all, happy Rakhi Purnima to all of you today. So I think yesterday we had nearly completed the first exercise 1A. I think a few sums were remaining, so let's start with them. Just a minute. Okay, so now tell me, we had finished with sum number 21. Okay, so 21 was done and we have to solve the 22nd one. Okay, now in the 22nd one, what they have given, if the ratio is given to us, P upon Q is equal to 2 by 3 and X upon Y is given to us as 4 by 5. Okay, now you have to find out the value of 5px plus 3qy upon 10px plus 4qy. So we know generally when these types of sums are given to us, the first step which we should do will be, see, first you have to equate the ratios to some constant k. So we all know P upon Q is given to us as 2 upon 3 and X upon Y is given to us as 4 by 5. Okay, so now in both these cases what we are going to do is, we are going to equate it to some constant k. So we know the value of P is going to be 2k, Q is going to be, similarly X is going to be 4k and Y is going to be 5k. We are solving example number 22 from exercise 1A. So if you see the equation that is given to us, 5px plus 3qy upon 10px plus 4. So now what you have to do is, you have to just substitute the values and solve and find out the ratio. Okay, so please find out, everyone. Tell me what answer would you get. Tell me the answer that you will get. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं कर, you cannot do it like that. Why? Because there is no multiplication sign in between. Both in the numerator and denominator there is an addition sign, because of which you cannot directly cut it. That's not allowed. Only when it is multiplication, then only you can cut. Okay, so in between here you can see there is addition, so you cannot cut. Okay, so now substitute the value of P as 2k, X as 4k, plus 3 into 3k into 5k. So I'm just substituting the values and I have to find out the ratio. Now 10 into 2k into 4k plus 4 into 3k into 5k. So 3k into 5k I can directly write it down as 15k square. Find out the values and tell me the answer. Okay, find out the values and tell me the answer. We have just substituted the values and we are going to find out the equation now. The ratio basically. Okay, so 5 2s are 10, 40k square plus 45k square upon 20 into 4, that is 80k square plus 60k square. Find out the final answer, come on, and tell me what answer would you get. हाँ okay, so 85k square upon, so reduce it to the lowest form, k square will get cut. गार्गी completion झालंय आधीच्या जमत नाहीये. 17 upon, so is the answer available? Let's see what's the answer for this question. Yes, 17 is to 28, option C for 22. Okay, now I want you all to solve the 23rd one. The number which when subtracted from each of the terms of the ratio 19 is to 31, reducing it to 1 is to 4 is. So I am going to give you some time to solve and then we are going to discuss. गार्गी फक्त जाताना दार लावून द्या. Okay, is it visible now? Okay. So just solve the 23rd one. Let me know once you get the answer, or just tell me the thinking. So whenever such type of sums are given, what is the first step that you would do? See, by reading the sum, you understand that this is a problem statement, okay, or like a word problem, okay. So first step would be let the number x be subtracted from both numerator and denominator, okay. So let us say we are solving the 23rd one. So if you see the 23rd one, we say that let number x be subtracted from the terms of the ratio 19 is to 31. So if I am going to subtract, I will get the new ratio as 19 minus x upon 31 minus x, which is given to us as 1 by 4. Correct? Cross multiply, solve to find out the value of x. So 4 into 19 minus x is, yes, correct. Good. So what we are going to do? Correct. So minus x plus 4x will become 3x. Okay. So tell me this answer. 45, is it? So the value of x is 15. Correct. So the number is 15. Okay. So option A for the 23rd sum. You're going to get option A for the 23rd sum. Alright. Now let us go to 24th. Daily earnings of two persons are in the ratio 4 is to 5 and their expenses, daily expenses are in the ratio 7 is to 9. So if each saves rupees 50 per day, their daily earnings are in rupees. Okay, so you have to find out the answer. So हमें क्या दिया है first? We have been given the ratio of daily earnings. Okay, and if we say, since the ratio is given to us as 4 is to 5, I'm going to say let the earnings of two persons, let the common multiple be x. So if I talk about two persons, their earnings would be 4x and 5x. Okay. So now they are going to save rupees 50 each day. Okay. So let us see how we will form the equation here for the 24th sum. Okay. So now, since they are going to save rupees 50, I am going to say 4x minus 50 upon 5x minus 50 is equal to 7 upon 9. That is going to give us the answer. Cross multiply to find out the value of x, everyone. Cross multiply to find out the value of x. So that will give us 36x minus 450 is equal to 35x minus 350. So take the x term on the left hand side and numbers on the right. So when you change the side, sign is also going to change. Remember this. These are the basics. Okay, I'm just repeating the basics for everyone. So the value of x is going to be 100. So when we say 4x and 5x, what will be the values then? 4 into 100 and 5 into 100. That is 400 and 500 would be the answer. So option C for the 24th sum. Okay. Answer is option C for the 24th sum. 400, 500. So just write this down. If you don't understand, please ask, but get your doubts cleared. That is very important. Okay, so finish with the 24th sum. Now we are going to solve the last one, that is the 25th. So let us read sum number 25. The ratio between the speeds of two trains is given as 7 is to 8. If the second train runs 400 kilometers in 5 hours, the speed of the first train would be. Now, all of you must be knowing what is speed. How do we calculate speed? Speed is equal to distance upon time, not velocity. Okay? Alright, so let us say, okay. So now what all is given to us? Let us see. Ratio is given to us. Ratio is given to us as 7 is to 8. Okay. Now the second train is going to run 400 kilometers in 5 hours. So what will be the speed of the second train? Speed is given by distance upon time. Speed is equal to distance upon time. So I'm going to write it down as 400 upon 5. Okay. So that is going to give us the answer as 400 upon 5. So it is 80 kilometers per hour. Correct? Answer is going to be 80 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now, let us say that the speed of the first train is x. Let speed of first train be x kilometers per hour. So now they have given us the ratio as 7:8. So I'm going to form the equation like this, or form the ratio like this. X upon 80 is given to us as 7 upon 8. Cross multiply to find out the answer. It comes out to be 70 km per hour. Cross multiply, find out the answer, all of you. So answer is 70 km per hour. Option C for 25th sum. So the value of x is calculated as 7 into 80 upon 8. Okay. So this is going to be 10, that is 70 km per hour. I'll just write down. 70 km per hour is our final answer. Option C. I hope this is clear to all. Now, let us go to the next part, that is a ratio. Sorry, that is a proportion. So tell me, we had discussed about equal ratios. Do you remember that? Equal ratio we had done, I think, on the first day maybe. Okay. So now let us see what exactly is proportion. Now, an equality of two ratios is called as a proportion. Okay. Equality of two ratios means what? See, let us say this is proportion. So whenever the ratios are equal, that means A upon B is equal to C upon D. We say these two ratios are in proportion. You know when the ratio becomes equal, right? Okay. So now, in this case, what we are going to do? We are going to cross multiply. It is called as a cross multiplication rule. Product of the mean is equal to product of the extremes. You remember this? So which are the extreme values in this case? A will be an extreme value as well as D will be the extreme value. Okay, so the difference is that suppose I am going to give you, let's say, there are three numbers x, y, z which are in proportion. So how I am going to write them as x by y is equal to y by z. So what is the meaning of this? Y square will become equal to the extreme values. So when we talk about extreme values, when there are three values, extreme values will be this and this. If there are four numbers which are in ratio, then the first number and the last number will be the extreme values. So that's why we say product of the mean is equal to product of the extremes. Understood? But the main thing is the ratios have to be equal. Then only you say they are in proportion. So let's take an example. Suppose one ratio is given to you as 45 by 90 and another ratio is given to you as 36 by 48. Check whether they are in proportion. How will you do that? No. Directly don't do that. First check whether they are equal. So what you will do? You will convert both these ratios to the lowest form. So let's say if I want to convert this to the lowest form, I am going to divide by 9. So my answer is going to be 5 by 10. Again, if I divide it by 2, my answer is going to be answer is 1 by 2. Now here, if I divide by 12 directly, both to the numerator as well as the denominator. No, not by 2, by 5. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so 5 divided by 5 upon 10 divided by 5, answer is 1 by 2. Okay. Now, if I am going to divide 36 by 12, what is the answer? So is 1 upon 2 equal to 3 by 4? So we say that these two ratios are not in proportion. So first you have to identify whether they are equal. If they are equal, only then they are equal to each other, means they are in proportion. Understood this concept? Now let us go back. So here, if you can see in your module also, they have given you, if there are four numbers which are in proportion, then the first number and the last number, they are going to they are going to be called as extremes, whereas the in between numbers are going to be called as means. Okay, so the product of extremes is equal to product of means. Understood? Next. So this is called as a cross product rule, and I've already told you, if there are three numbers in proportion, then it will be called as product of mean is equal to product of extreme. Why mean? Because the middle term, if you want to find out the middle term, it is going to be square root of the extreme values, product of the extreme values. So B is going to be equal to square root of A into C. Understood? Now just let us go to example number 1. Example number 1 in the module, the numbers 2.4, 3.2, 1.5 and 2 are in proportion because they are satisfying the property product of extremes is equal to product of means. So it is very easy. I think everyone has understood this part, the first example. Next example, we will be solving the next example. See, generally in your module, the in-between steps are not given to you, and because of which many of the students get confused. So wherever possible, I'm trying to show you the in-between steps so that you don't get confused. Alright? So if you see over here, 10 upon 3, 10 by 3 upon x. This is given to be in proportion with 5 by 2 and 5 by 4. So our first step is, what do we do? Cross multiply. So 10 upon 3 multiplied by 5 by 4 is equal to x multiplied by 5 by 2. So now this is going to be 50 upon 12. And in order to find out x, what we are going to do? I am going to take 2 here in the numerator and 5 will go into the denominator. Have you understood this part? See, generally, nahi. Okay. Alright. So, I hope everybody has understood this step. 50 upon 12. Okay, now, this 2 is in the denominator. But what do we need to do? We need to find out the value of x. So, for that, I want to keep x on the right hand side. So, I'm going to take all the numbers to the left hand side. So, whenever the denominator is there and if you change the side, it will go to the numerator. Similarly here, the numerator, when it changes its side, it is going to be the denominator. Now, the value of x we have got is 10 by 6. But can we say 10 by 6 is the correct answer? Converted to the lowest form, divided by 2, 5 by 3 will be the correct answer. So check here, the answer is 5 by 3. Easy? Okay, I think please write down example 3 now. 3 is similar example. Only here they have mentioned that you have to find out the fourth proportional. That means 2 upon 3 upon 7 is equal to 4 upon x. That is going to be your equation. Solve to find out the value of x by using the cross product rule. Solve by using the cross product rule. So tell me the answer once you get it. Please tell me the answer once you get it. So 2 upon 3 upon 7 is given to us as 4 upon x. Again, cross multiply. So 2 upon 3x is equal to 4 into 3 by 7. Or we can say 2x into 7 is equal to 4 into 3 into 3. Again, in order to find out the value of x, we will keep x on the left hand side and take the numbers to the right. So whenever the numbers are in the numerator and we are changing the side, remember, they will go to the denominator. Answer is 18 by 7, is it? Yes. The correct answer is 18 by 7. Please write it down. If you don't understand, please write it down. These steps are important. That's why I'm trying to explain each and every sum from the module, because these solved examples which are given are very important. Examples based on these are given, only the numbers are changed many a times, okay? And it helps us to understand the topic very well. So please go through all these examples from the modules. This is called as the cross product rule, remember. Finished? Now let us go to the next part. Okay, example number 4 is also important. Here in example number 4, they have told you to find out the third proportion to 2 by 4 kg and 9 by 6, 9.6 kg. Okay, that means they have asked you to find out the value of x, which is going to be the third proportional. So whenever there are three numbers in proportion, how do we write them? Okay, so 2.4, 9.6 and x, if there are three numbers. 2.4, 9.6 and x. These are in proportion. So tell me, how are we going to write them? Correct? Correct. And now cross multiply. Product of means is equal to products of extremes. Find out the value of x. I know you have the calculator, but I'm just telling you the in-between steps for all of you to understand. Alright, so please remember this. This is very important. Answer is, just tell me the answer directly. Calculate it on the calculator and tell me the answer. Divide it. Answer is 8. Let us check. It is 38.4. 9.6 into 9.6 upon 2.4, right? Okay, so answer is 38 point. Calculate it correctly on the calculator, okay? Luckily, they have allowed you to use calculator. So make the best use of it. Alright, the last sum. Find the mean proportion between 1.25 and 1.8. What is the meaning of this? 1.25 and 1.8 are going to be the extreme values, and the in-between value they have told you to find out, which is the mean. So generally we write it as b square is equal to ac, correct? If b is the in-between value, we write it as b square is equal to ac. Value of a is given to us as 1.25, c is given to us as 1.8. So in order to find out the value of b, it is going to be square root of 1.25 into 1.8, which comes out to be 2.25, and square root of 2.25 is nothing but 1.5. So the in-between proportion or the mean proportion is said to be 1.5. Have you understood this? No. Okay. So let me again try to explain. See, now they have given us two values and the in-between value is not given to us. Okay. So let's say the values are 1.25 x, because this is not given to us, in between proportion is not given to us, and this is 1.8. So when there are three numbers in proportion, how do we write them? Tell me this, how are we going to write it? ये फर्स्ट वैल्यू है, ये लास्ट वैल्यू है, एंड इन बिटवीन वैल्यू हमें फाइंड आउट करनी है. So what do we do? Product of means is equal to product of extremes, but before that, these are in continued proportion, no? So the x value is in continued proportion, correct? Now cross multiply. X square is equal to 1.25. So x is going to be square root of 2.25, which is nothing but 2.5. Now understood? So remember this, mean proportion यानी बीच का नंबर, हाँ, fourth proportional यानी last का नंबर, that is the extreme value. So understand the sum carefully, read it carefully and then apply. That is very important. Now we are going to study the properties. Oh sorry, it is not 2.5. 2.25 is a square of? No, this answer is wrong. Nobody has told me. What is wrong in this? Tell me. Answer is to be 1.5. I have written it wrong. So this is going to be 1.5 square root of 2.25. Answer is 1.5. Please note everyone. Now let us go to the properties of proportion. Now properties of proportion, see, I am going to make it easy for you. Okay, instead of doing from the module as it is, what we are going to do is, first you will write down the first property from the module, and then I am going to give you examples, so that by help of examples it becomes very easy to understand the properties. Okay, so now first property is called as invertendo. Please write this, the second property which they have given, invertendo. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, that is given to us. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, that is given to us. Then when we talk about invertendo, wait, first understand this, then write. When we talk about invertendo, let us go to the properties now. If I say there is a ratio that is given to us, let's say the ratio given to us is if this is the ratio given to us, first check, is it in proportion? No. Why? When we convert it, when we check for the equality, what do? Convert it to the lowest form. So when you convert this to the lowest form, is the answer 3/4? So that means they are in proportion. Okay. Now let us apply the property of invertendo. As the name suggests, invertendo means what? The numerator and denominator, they are going to exchange places. Correct, ulta, exact opposite. So I'm going to write this down as 4 by 3 is equal to 12 by 9 when I apply invertendo. Understood this property? This is the first property. Next is alternando. So see, the original equation that is given to us is this only, original ratio. Okay, so we have to stick to the original ratio and not to this. Don't apply alternando property here. Okay, don't make this mistake. So when we talk about alternando, now check. Okay, I'm going to write this as the original ratio. Always the properties have to be applied to the original ratio that is given to us, which I have shown here in the box. Okay. So when I apply alternando, what will happen? I'm going to write it down as, can you check what I have done over here? When I applied only one, means what? This and this exchanged places. That's it. The rest two are as they are. That is called as alternando. Okay? Write down these two properties first and we will move to the third property. Always apply the properties to the original ratio that is given. I'm directly explaining you with the help of an example because that is more easy to understand. So write this down. These are the properties of proportion which we are going to use in exercise 1B. Done? So now in componendo, just check. I'm going to write this original ratio as 3 plus 4 upon 4. This is equal to 9 plus 12 upon 12. So I have just added the denominator part in the numerator. And denominator remains as it is. Okay, so if you check the answer, this is going to be 7 by 4 is equal to 21 by 12. Are they still in proportion after you apply the property? Yes, they are. Check. 7 by 4 and 21 by 12. Convert it to the lowest form. 21 upon 12. 7 upon 4 ही होगा. Okay? So, whenever you apply the properties, always remember, after applying the properties also, the ratio has to be in proportion. Then only whatever you have applied is correct. Okay? And dividendo means we are just going to subtract the numerator, the denominator from the numerator. Minus 1 by 4 is equal to minus 3 by 12. Just remove the minus sign because can ratio be negative? No. So remove the minus sign and as you can see answer is 1 by 4 is equal to 3 by 12. Is it in proportion? Understood? So these are the four properties which you have to remember. Next is apply componendo dividendo together. Wait, they have explained addendo and subtrahendo also. Okay. So next property, fifth property is componendo dividendo together. Please write down the spellings which I have already given. When we apply componendo dividendo together, now let's see what we are going to do. The original ratio is given to us as 3 by 4 is equal to 9 by 12. Now when we apply componendo dividendo together, we are going to add and subtract. First add, then subtract. Here again first add, then subtract. for just componendo, for just dividendo. But when you apply componendo dividendo together, you are going to use this method. Okay? So now if you see, this is going to be 7 upon minus 1. That is equal to, just convert this to a positive number because ratios are always positive. They cannot be negative. Are they in ratio? Are they in proportion? Are these ratios in proportion? 7 upon 1 is equal to 21 upon 3. So that means our answer is correct. Okay. Next comes addendo. Addendo. Next property is called as addendo, and the last one is subtrahendo. नावा भारी आहेत ना? So in addendo again, there are two ratios given to us. 3 upon 4 is equal to 9 by 12. So when I apply addendo, what I am going to do? Numerator plus numerator upon so if you see over here, they have done the same thing. Can you see it over here? Huh? And similarly for subtrahendo, subtract. So 3 plus 9 upon 4 plus 12. And this when you subtract, okay, please write this down, all of you. I hope all the properties are clear. In addendo, we just add the numerators upon the denominators, and in subtrahendo, we are going to subtract numerator and the denominators. Yes. This is dividendo. Write down these. These are very important properties which we are going to apply. All right? Finish writing, all of you? Okay, write it down. I'll give you some time to write. आता तुला काही कळलं नाही ना तर मला सांगायचं नाही मॅम कळलं नाही बिकॉज यू आर लेट. वाय आर यू सो अर्ली असं विचारायला पाहिजे. ओके. I know. The names are quite funny. Yes. Okay, now let us go to see this example number 2 that is given in the module. This is very, very, very important. This has been asked for a lot number of times. Okay. Write down example number 2 which they have given over here. A upon 3 is equal to B upon 4 is equal to C upon 7. We have to prove that A plus B plus C upon C is equal to 2. Now first step, just check. Okay, this is important. So first I'll explain, then write it down. If you can see over here in the numerator part, all the numerators are added upon all the denominators are added. So what is it called as? Which property do we use here? Addendo. Okay. So by addendo property, you get this answer. Correct? A plus B plus C upon 3 plus 4 plus 7, which comes out to be 14. Huh? हे कंपल्सरी लिहायचं. हो. पण सी आता तुम्हाला माहिती आहे स्टेप्सची गरज नाहीये, पण स्टेप्स का महत्वाच्या आहेत इन ऑर्डर टू अंडरस्टँड हाऊ इट इज सॉल्व, देन ओनली यू विल गेट द करेक्ट आन्सर. कारण सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ सम्स जर विचारले तर दिस आन्सर इज गोइंग टू चेंज ना. So you have to understand the method. So for that I am explaining each and every step. Okay. So now if you observe, a plus b plus c upon 14 is equal to c upon 7, because you can equate it to any one of the ratios when you use the property, correct? So they have equated it to c upon 7. Why? Because in the answer they want c in the denominator. So that's why they have equated it to c upon 7. If there was b in the denominator, then correct. If there was a in the denominator, understood? So in this way they have found out the answer 14 upon 2. Now here they have used one property. Can you tell me which? This step, after this step they have used one property. Alternando. Can you see it? Alternando. By alternando property they have written it as a plus b plus c upon c, that is equal to 14 upon 7. So the answer is 2. Understood? Write it down. This is very, very important. These type of sums are generally asked. Okay? So they are important. Write them down. Let me know once you finish it. Okay. Now let us go to the next sum. Just a minute. Okay, that's the only sum before exercise 1B. Alright, now here they have given us a dealer mixes tea costing rupees 6.92 per kg with a tea costing rupees 7.77 per kg and sells the mixture at 8.80 per kg and earns a profit of 17 integer 1/2% on his sale price. In what proportion does he mix them? Ata all of you know what is SP, selling price, CP, cost price, and when do we get profit? Correct. So when selling price is greater, that time we get profit. So if SP is greater than CP, profit is there. If SP is less than CP, loss. So loss is, the formula for loss is CP minus SP. Correct? And for profit, it is SP minus CP. Now here, they have asked us in which proportion does he have to mix them. Okay? So let us see what are the steps. Let us first find out the cost price of the mixture. Ata, see here. Here they have given you a profit percent. Huh? So generally when profit percent is given to you, what should be your step is, you have to assume that SP is 100. Okay. So profit is given as 17 integer 1/2. So when SP is 100, CP is 17 1 by 2. So in order to find out the value of SP, we know SP is what? So see, check here. We know SP minus CP is profit. Now here the profit percentage is given to us as 17 integer 1 by 2. So if I make two columns, SP, CP, when SP is 100, corresponding CP was 17 integer 1 upon 2. And so that comes out to be, so therefore the CP comes out to be, see this is the profit given to us. So CP, how will we calculate? It is going to be profit so 100 minus 17 integer 1 upon 2, that will give us the CP. I hope everybody has understood this part. Because they have given the profit in percent. So जब percent में दिया होता है, you can take SPS because it is out of 100, right? So that's why I've taken when if SP is equal to 100, CP is 17 integer 1 by 2. But CP cannot be calculated like, sorry, CP is not 17 integer 1 by 2, profit is 17 integer 1 by 2. So in order to calculate CP, what do we do? CP, in order to calculate, we are going to subtract SP minus profit. Correct? The same thing is done over here. This is our SP. SP minus profit will give us the CP. So calculate this. 100 minus 17 integer 1 by 2 comes out to be 165 by 2. Do you know how this is calculated? So the LCM is 200 minus 35, which gives us the answer as 165 upon 2. Write it down along with me. Write down this step along with me for those who do not understand. Okay? You have to do the subtraction correctly, take LCM as 2 and then multiply 100 both in the numerator as well as the denominator by 2. So you will get 200 minus 35 upon 2, which is nothing but 165 upon 2. Now SP is again given to us as 8.80 and we have to find out the value of CP. So cross multiply these two parts. This and this. Cross multiply and tell me what answer would you get. So 100x find out the answer. Tell me the value of x now. I hope you've understood this. If not, tell me. मॅम मी लक्ष कुठे देतो गप्पा मारतो क्लास मध्ये हा ओके सी चेक हियर when SP is 100 CP was 165 upon 2. Now in the original sum they have given us sells the mixture at 8.80 per kg means what SP is 8.80 and you have to find out the corresponding CP for it. Okay, so I took this CP as x. So when the SP was 100, CP was 165 by 2. Now when SP is 8.80, we have to find out the value of x. So cross multiply. 100 into x is equal to 8.80 into 165 by 2. Correct? So in order to find out the value of x, हमें क्या करना है? 165 into 8.80 upon 200. Why 200? This 100, it is in the numerator. When you change the side, it will go to the denominator. Understood? So the answer is 7 point. Check whether the answer is correct. Yes. Now see, this is not the only thing which we need to do. So what we have done, we have found out the cost price. But the question that is asked is, in what proportion does he mix them? Okay. So what they have done here, see, first difference they found out that the value of CP was 7.26 after calculating. Now second difference is what? Profit by selling 1 kg of the second kind at rupees 7.26. So profit कब मिलता है? When SP is greater than CP. So now value of SP is 7.76. Right now we got CP as 7.26. So the answer is 51 paise. Have you understood this part? $7.77 कहाँ से आया? So let us check. This is given to us in the original sum. Costing दी है 7.77 यानी क्या? You have to read the sum carefully for that. Okay. So now profit by selling 1 kg. So that at the rate 7.26 is 7.77 minus 7.26, which is nothing but 51 paise. And the first difference was 7.26 minus 6.92. अब ये कहाँ से आया? 6.92. Again, let us check whether it is given. दिया है sum में. So now calculate using that. So that it comes out to be 34 paise. Now you have to mix these two kinds in such a ratio that amount of profit in the first case must balance the amount of loss in the second case. So second difference upon first difference is what is asked to us. Not first difference is to second difference. Have you understood this? हमें पूछा क्या गया है? What have they asked us? You have to find out in what proportion you have to mix them. So basically हमें ratio ही पूछा है, correct? Ratio of the price. 51 upon 34. That is nothing but 3:2. Now, sometimes if you get the answer as 34 upon 51, still is it correct? Why? So basically you have to check that. What is given? Do you have to find out second difference ratio to first difference ratio or first difference ratio to second difference? Here you can see it, but if in the options if it is not given. Okay, let's say in the options they have given you 2:3 as the answer instead of 3:2. Then you will have to choose that. Denominator is no. Okay, fine. When we solve the exercise, I'll explain you that. Okay, when options are given to us. So I think please write this down. If you don't understand this method, you can just write this down. This will be more clear to you. Okay, write it down. So please write it down. Done? Written it down? Khalsa let's say. Okay. Now we will finish exercise 1B also today. Today itself, yes. Because this is a big chapter, we have to finish it. इसके बाद indices आएगा and फिर logarithm. So it's a big chapter. Okay. वर जा, खाली जा. झालं वरचं लिहून सगळ्यांचं. कळणार त्याला, आपण शिकवू मराठी. So find out the value of x, which comes out to be 7.76, and you have to take the ratio correctly. Okay. Please follow the steps, they are important. While you are studying the topic, the steps are important. Then only you will understand what is done. Okay. Finished? Done? Chalo, now we'll do 1B. Solve the first 4 sums and tell me the answers. They are very easy. That's why I'm asking you. Solve the first 4 sums. I'm going to give you some time to solve. First 4 solve करायचे. आता fourth proportional चा अर्थ काय होणार? What is the meaning of fourth proportional? X is the fourth proportional. Correct. So 4 upon 6 is equal to 8 upon x. Solve to find out the value of x. This is very easy. I'm not going to solve it. Karal na? Wait, I'll show you the question. They have asked us to find out the fourth proportional to 4, 6 and 8. 4, 6, 8, x. So fourth proportional is x. Use the cross product rule. So the value of x is equal to 48 by 4, that is 12. So that is option A for the first one. Correct. And 4 and x will be the extremes. Okay, so the answer for the first one is option A, 12. Second question, the third proportional to 12, 18. Third proportional. Yani this is going to be x. So it's a continued proportion. Whenever there are 3 quantities given in proportion, we call it as continued proportion. Use the cross product rule. 12x is equal to 18 times 18. So the value of x will be equal to 18 into 18 divided by 12. Tell me the answer. Option B for the second question. Option B. Next, third question. The mean proportional between 25 and 81. Yes, please solve it. Find out the value of x. Option C for the third one. Option C for the third one. Correct. So fourth sum, the number which has the same ratio to 26, that 6 has to 13. What is the meaning of this? The number which has the same ratio to 26, that 6 has to 13. X upon 26 is equal to 6 upon 13. X upon 26 is equal to 6 upon 13. So the value of x is 6 multiplied by 26 upon 13. Value of x is 12. Option, none of these. D, none of these. Option is D, none of these for the fourth sum. The fourth proportional to 2a, a square and c. Fourth proportional. So this is x. So the value of x is a square c upon 2a. That is equal to ac upon 2. AC upon 2, option A for the fifth one. फोर्थ प्रोपोर्शनल आपल्याला विचारलंय. फोर्थ प्रोपोर्शनल. सो हे डिनॉमिनेटर आहे. When I change the side, it will go to the numerator. This is in the denominator, it will change the side, go to the numerator. So a square c upon 2a. A cut होणार. So ac upon 2 would be the answer of x. X is equal to ac upon 2. Everywhere we have to do the same thing. Okay, now here also 1 by 2 into 1 by x is equal to 1 by 3 into 1 by 5. 1 upon 2x is equal to 1 upon 15. If we take invertendo after this, if we apply the property of invertendo in which numerator and denominator will interchange their values, we can get 2x is equal to 15, or the value of x comes out to be 15 upon 2. Apply invertendo. By invertendo. Easy. Now the seventh one. The mean proportional between 12x square and 27y square is, and 27y square. Correct. So 12x square, x. So find out. Unknown x and 27y square. These three are in proportional. So I can write this down as 12x square upon x, or upon, let us take it as b to avoid confusion. Take this as a or b. So we will take this as a. This is going to be a upon 27y square. So here product of the mean is equal to product of the extreme. So we are going to write it a square is equal to 12x square into 27y square. So the value of a is going to be square root of this. Tell me how much is 12 into 27? So 324 is a square of 18. Correct? So 18xy will be the answer. I hope all of you know the squares now. 18xy is our answer. Option A for the seventh one. Option A for the seventh one. So now I want you to solve 8th sum. Try the 8th one. If a upon 1 is equal to b upon 2, that is equal to c upon 5, find out a is to b is to c. Now a upon 1 they have not given us. But whenever nothing is given, that means 1 is there. Correct? So a upon 1 is equal to b upon 2 is equal to c upon 5. So a is to b is to c would be 1 is to 2 is to 5, that is option C. This is straight away you can do it. No need to solve. Whenever nothing is given over here, just a is given, meaning is it is a upon 1. That is equal to b upon 2, that is equal to c upon 5. So a is to b is to c would be 1 is to 2 is to 5, option C for the 8th one. 9th one. See here the 9th one we have already solved. From the module, the solved example which was important. Same question. Answer is 2 for the 9th one. We have already solved it, so I am not going to solve it again. I have explained it very well. Please go back and see that sum. Okay, solved example from the module. Answer is C for the 9th one. 10th, P upon Q is equal to R upon S is equal to 2.5 upon 1.5. You have to find out the value of PS is to QR. So let us do the 10th sum now. 8th and 9th are done orally. Let's solve the 10th sum. P upon Q is equal to R upon S. And we have to find out the value of PS upon QR. So first this is given to us. By applying invertendo, okay, by applying invertendo, I will write this as S upon R is equal to 1.5 upon 2.5. Is it correct? Okay. Now we have to find out PQ upon SR into SR means PS upon QR. So what I am going to do, we know the value of P by Q. Now we know the value of S by R. So that is equal to 2.5 upon 1.5 into 1.5 upon 2.5. Answer is 1 upon 1. This is 5. Huh? So answer is 1 is to 1. Understood? Easy? Next sum. 11th one. X upon Y is given to us as Z by W, that is equal to 2.5 upon 1.5. Find out the value of X plus Z upon Y plus W. That is the question. So use the K method. कालची K method मी शिकवली होती ना? If you remember. Constant K. What is the value of x? 2.5k. What is the value of y? 1.5k. Correct? Substitute and solve. So x plus z यानी 2.5 substitute the values. So 2.5 plus 2.5 that is 5k. 1.5 plus 1.5 that is 3k. The ratio is 5 upon 3. The ratio is 5 upon 3. Option C for the 11th sum. Option C for the 11th one. Five x minus 3y upon 5y minus 3x is equal to 3 by 4. You have to find out the value of x is to y. So what will you do here first? No. Read question 12 and tell me what is to be done. Correct. कोण म्हणलं क्रॉस मल्टिप्लिकेशन? That is correct. Cross multiply, find out the values of x by y. (15y minus 9x). So take x on the left hand side and y on the right hand side. (28 आएगा फिर. नहीं, it will be 27. So x upon y would be 27 upon 29. (27 upon 29). Understood? Written? Finished? Write it down. Be fast. Write along with me. Whenever I explain, write along with me. That will help you. Yes, you can come inside. Let's solve question number 13 now. I think total number of problems are how many? Only 30. बघा असं म्हणलं की छान वाटतं की नाही ओनली 30. फक्त 30च करायचं. ओके. हाँ लिया. Write it down. Don't waste your time in talking. Please write it down. I'm waiting for you. Done? Okay. 5x minus 3y. The 12th sum is easy. You are going to solve. It is similar to... Oh, sorry. Sorry. We have to solve this one. 13th one. Okay. Now in the 13th one, what is given to us? A upon B is equal to 3 by 2. B upon C is equal to 3 by 5. You have to find out the ratio of A is to B is to C. Huh. This is given. B upon C is equal to 3 by 5. This is also given. So now, I am going to apply alternando and write this like this. Check. By alternando. Similarly here, by alternando, applying alternando property on both sides. Now what I am going to do is multiply both sides by 1 by 2. Sorry, multiply both sides by 1 by 3. I'll tell you. See, here also, I am going to multiply both these sides by 1 by 2. What I am trying to do is, if you, after multiplication, let me know if you have understood this. By multiplying first ratio by 1 by 3, what did I do? I got B upon 6 in the first ratio. In the second ratio, I multiplied both sides by 1 by 2. So I got B upon 6 is equal to C upon 10. Now tell me this value and this value, are they equal? What is the meaning of that? Value of A is 9, B is 6 and C is 10. Correct? So the ratio is 9 is to 6 is to. So ma'am, कसं ठरवायचं? How do we decide which number to multiply? Find out such a number that you get something common between them. Okay, so इसलिए मैंने first को I multiplied by 1 by 3, first दोनों को, and then next two I multiplied by 1 by 2. I'll write down. Multiply by 1 by 3 on both sides, multiplied by 1 by 2 on both sides. Okay? Is this clear? Any doubts, anyone? Now in the next one, this ratio is given to us. So the value of x is equal to 2k, y is 3k and z is 7k. Yes, check this out. This is given to you. X by 2 is equal to y by 3 is equal to z by 7. This is given to you. I am equating it to a constant k. So I can get the value of x as 2k, y as 3k and z as 7k. Now we have to find out the value of 2x minus 5y plus 4z. Upon 2y. So substitute the values of x, y, z and tell me the answer. Substitute the values of x, y, z and tell me the answer. Calculate and tell me. 17 is to 66. 17 is to 6. Option D for the 14th one. Option D for the 14th one. काय केलं? ते दिलंय ना, 2x minus 5y plus 4z. You have to find that value, no? That is given. So minus 5 into 3k. So that is minus 15. Option D for the 14 sum. Finished writing, all of you? Now, 15th one. So x upon y is given to us as 2 by 3. Y upon z is 4 by 3. You have to find out the value of x is to y is to z. Can you do it? Do it and tell me what is the answer. 15 sum. 15 sum, x upon y is given to you as 2 by 3. Y upon z is given to you as 4 by 3. And you have to find out x is to y is to z. So if I apply alternando over here, x upon 2 is equal to y upon 3. Multiply this by 1 by 4 on both sides. So x upon 8 will be equal to y upon 12, correct? Similarly, we have got y upon z is equal to 4 by 3. Apply alternando and multiply both sides by 1 upon 3. Answer is 8 is to 12 is to 9. Now I think let us do 19, 20, 21 orally because they are very easy. Okay? So we'll try to finish up to 20 today. 18, 19, 20 can be done orally. Also 21 I think. Yes. Okay, let us solve the 17th, 18th, and then go to 19th. Okay, 17. The sum of ages of 3. Okay, so the answer for the 15th one was option D. Now 16th, division of rupees 750 into 3 parts in the ratio 4:5:6. How will you find out the answer? Huh? That comes out to be, divide 750 by that number. That is the easiest. Tell me the answer. See, 4x plus 5x plus 6x is equal to 750. Therefore, x will be equal to 750 divided by 15. So, 750 divided by 15, answer is 30, value of x. So, 4 into 30 is, sorry, 5 hai na? What is the value of x? 750 upon 15. So that is 50. That comes out to be 50. So 50 into 4 is 200. 50 into 5 is 250 and 50 into 6 is 300. Option A for the 16th one. Option A for the 16th one. It is very easy. Now let us move on to the 17th sum. Sum of ages of 3 persons is given to us as 150. 10 years ago, their ages were in the ratio 7:8:9. So 10 years ago means what? Before 10 years. Okay, so now before 10 years, see what they have given us here. Sum is given to us as 150 and the ratios are given to us as 7:8:9. Huh? So what will be their present ages? Can I write it down as 7k plus 10, 8k plus 10 and 9k plus 10 are their present ages. Can I say this? Now their addition is given to us as 150. Huh? Because the total sum is given to us as 150. So 7k plus 8k plus 9k plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 यानी 30 is equal to 150. So that means this is 24k, that is equal to 120. So the value of k is 120 divided by 24, which gives us the answer as, so what is 7 into 5 plus 10? 45. 8 into 5 plus 10 into 5. हाँ 45 ही 45 ही बोला मैंने. So that is 7 into 5 into plus 10, then 8 into 5 plus 10 and 9 into 5 plus 10. So 45, 50 and 55 will be the correct answer for 17th. Option A. आता 18th. किती हळूहळू माझ्या बरोबर लिहायचं फटाफट. बी फास्ट. Please be on your toes. This is a big chapter. We have to finish it. Right? Please be fast. Next sum that is given to us is the numbers 14, 16, 35 and 42 are not in proportion. Read sum number 18. The numbers are not in proportion. The fourth term for which they will be in proportion. Means what? In short, they have not given us the fourth number. Fourth number is not correct. Fourth proportion. So what I am going to do? 14 upon 16 is equal to 35 upon x. Cross multiply and solve. Find out the value of x. So 16 into 35 upon 14. 40. So answer is B for the 18th one. Is it easy? Now the 19, 20, 21 we have to solve them orally. 19, 20, 21, 22. All four orally. Start. Start thinking and tell me the answer. I'll give you some time. Nineteenth one. Ulta is alternando. No. Ulta is invertendo. Invertendo hai. Answer. Invert. None of these. 19 का answer है none of these. Because it is invertendo. 20th. 20th. Write it down in the form of ratio, then you will get the correct answer. A. Subtrahendo for the 20th. 20th na? Ka 19th म्हणाली. 19th answer none of these hai. Because it is invertendo, right? Subtrahendo, बरोबर. 20th answer subtrahendo. 21. 21 which property? Option C, componendo dividendo, that's right. 22nd. 21 is a C, componendo and dividendo. 22. 22 is componendo dividendo म्हणजे none of these here. Chalo, now let us solve the 23rd one. 23rd. Arey, only 30. I think we can solve all of them. काही पण ह्याच्यात काही पण फास्ट होतंय ना. होऊ दे हे गरज आहे. हे इथे फास्ट वर्किंगची गरज आहे आपल्याला. Isn't it? काय सांगते? समजलं नाही तुला? सांग मला काय नाही समजलं. बघ की आन्सर स्वतःच देतीये आणि मला म्हणतेय मॅम समजलं नाही. वा. Okay. See, I'll give you only. Okay, what we will do? We will solve 23rd, 24th, 25 and then we will stop for today. ठीक है? Last 5. Only 5. You can do as homework and next time we can discuss. Try kara. Next 5 sums as homework. We will discuss. Okay. Now 23rd one. Find out the answer. 12 upon 16 is equal to x upon 20. 12 upon 16 is equal to x upon 20. So x will be equal to 23rd one. 12 upon 16 is equal to x upon 20. Cross multiply. Answer is 15. Option C for 23rd one. Good. Next, 24th. 4 upon x is equal to 9 upon 13 integer 1 by 2. आता हे येणार नाही ना. काय येणार? 24th one. 4 upon x is equal to 9 upon 27 by 2. I've converted it to improper fraction, mixed fraction. 4 upon x is equal to 9 upon 27 by 2. So if you cross multiply. X is equal to 2 into 27 upon 9. Is it right? 6 option A for the 24th one. Option A for the 24th one. Example number 26 is similar to what we have done. Answer is option B for 26th one. So I'm not going to solve the 26th one. You have to do it at home. 25, mean proportional between 1.4 and 5.6. Tell me how much is 1.4 into 5.6? 7 point. But instead of doing it like that, okay, we have to get the correct answer. So what we are going to do is, not exactly, हे बघा. We have to find out the value of x square, which comes out to be 4.5 into 5.6. But instead of doing this, I can see that this is a multiple of 14. 5.6 is a multiple of 1.4, is it? So I can write it down as 1.4 into 1.4 into 4. So x will be equal to 1.4 into 2. Answer is 2.8. Correct? This is the easiest method to find out. Huh. No, we did not cut anything. 5.6 can be written as 1.4 into 4. So basically now we have all the squares here. So when you take out, or easiest way, 1.4 into 5.6 and then you will find out the square root. मॅम आम्हाला स्क्वेअर रूट येत नाही कॅल्क्युलेटरवर. येतो? कसा काढायचा? अरे वा, गुड. सो तुमचं काय आलं? 1.4 into 2 का आंसर क्या आया? सॉरी, 1.4 into 5.6. Yes, next lecture. I'm thinking of doing that. Before we do exponents, I will discuss that. Tricks तो है ना? Okay, 26th, is it done? Kai, yes. 26th is for homework. So मी काय म्हणते, we'll just finish it off. Aksharsha, we can finish it off. See, only 4 sums. Yes. Come on, you can do it, guys. No, okay, you will do it as homework then. Alright, so next time we are going to start with tricks. Alright, so I think we'll stop here for today. Bye bye everyone. Okay, enjoy your festival today. Wow, 70